In Washington, the life of a vice president is measured in policy briefs and secure motorcades. But inside Number One Observatory Circle, the day starts with a more universal task: breakfast.
Who's making breakfast in the morning for the kids?
Still me.
What are you cooking?
So this morning I made a Dutch baby. Do you know what a Dutch baby is?
In a blender and warming it in the oven?
In a blender and a cast iron. Yeah, that's right. So very easy. The kids love it. I try to make that once a week because the kids actually eat it, which, as you know, with little kids,
difficult.
Anything they actually eat is always good. Sometimes staff will make breakfast, but I actually like to make stuff as much as I can because, again, when you're vice president, you live in a bubble. I try to have as many of these rituals as possible that just remind the kids, I'm still your dad. We still have a mostly normal family life, even though there are constantly cameras around.
He strives to carve out time, aware that his priority, fatherhood, must survive the demands of his office. He confesses that the sheer scale of the job remains the biggest surprise.
I would say the most surprising thing about it is just how much you are never alone. And I like people, I like to talk to people, but just basic things like driving to the grocery store and listening to a podcast, that just doesn't happen anymore. I don't go to the grocery store, but most importantly, I don't drive a car at all anymore. And so just little things like that where even, I take my dog out at 6:30 in the morning when we wake up and the dog has to go to the bathroom and you walk outside and there are just people there. And you just kind of get used to the fact that there are always people there. And that was not something I was totally prepared for, but I've gotten used to it.
While the vice president is charting the course for the nation, his children have their own ideas about his day. The kids know the title, but the job? That's a mystery.
What do the kids think you do all day?
They don't really know. So I joked with the kids right after the inauguration. I guess he was then 7, now he's 8. Noticed that everybody called me Mr. Vice President. And I said, yeah, now that I'm inaugurated, that's what everybody has to call me. And he says, is that what I have to call you? And I was like joking with him. I was like, yeah, absolutely. You have to call me Mr. Vice President now. And you have to be more polite. You have to listen to me now that I'm the vice president. Totally didn't work. But they will, like, mockingly, especially if there are other people around, they'll be like, Mr. Vice President. Just like, especially when they're about to misbehave.
Yep.
And so the kids, I think that what they believe I do is I'm on the phone all day, which is actually not totally wrong.
No.
It's a lot of time on the phone, as you would know.
Yep.
But and I think they think that I order people around a lot. And
do they watch your TV interviews or watch you on TV at all?
Sometimes they do. They get really excited, but they're also, because of the subject matter, they get instantaneously bored. So
they think everyone's parent is on TV every day. I've asked my kids this question, and they're like, they go, Mommy, everybody's daddy's on TV. And you're like, no, honey. They're like, no, everybody's daddy.
Yeah, well, so I don't think they believe that, but they also don't really fully appreciate what a TV even is, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing that's kind of weird about, I think, our generation of kids is they don't really know what commercials are, because most of the TV they watch is like Disney Plus or something like that, right? It's Moana, where there aren't commercials. And when they see me on TV, they just think it's like very unusual. But like, I've actually had a conversation with one of my kids about like, well, what are you doing? Like, why are you there talking? And what is this thing? Is this on Netflix or is this on? No, it's a totally separate thing. So we've actually had like a conversation about the different media because they were so shocked that I was involved in one of these shows.
Vance grew up in an environment marked by instability and trauma. He understands deeply how a missing father or an erratic home can shadow a child's life. For his children, his commitment is to be a father who is never absent in spirit. That promise was once revealed during a national debate, in the most private and unexpected of gestures. Missing his son Vivek's 4th birthday dinner while on the Senate floor, he chose to use his official time for the most personal of duties.
And I have a little guy named Vivek Gabriel Vance, who was 3 years old yesterday, but turned 4 today. And I'm sorry, Vivek, that I can't be with you for your birthday dinner, but I want you to know that Daddy loves you very much. And I'm going to read this into the record because maybe you can watch it at home. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you'll go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Teed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Alley, Van Allen, O'Shea or Vivek. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I love you.
This was more than just making up for a missed birthday. It was his path to redemption. A definitive act showing the world that no matter the demands of his office, his core responsibility is to break the cycle of the past and create a stable starting line for his children. Fatherhood is defined by small moments of vulnerability, effort, and occasional embarrassment. Vance is an active, hands-on parent, even when it means being caught off guard.
Running after your kids at Disneyland, you're on Tom Sawyer Island. Like, what's the story there?
I saw that, and somebody was like, "Oh, he runs funny." No, the actual...
It's like the dad run.
The dad run. No, the actual answer is, so we had the island to ourselves, which was very cool. I'd never been to Disneyland.
They were shutting down the Disney World one.
Yeah, that's sorry to all the people who were Disneyland for the longer lines, but we had a very good time. But I was actually, my kids really like this game called Ogre, where I like chase after them, but I don't run full speed. And so I was playing Ogre, and that was what caused the great scandal of how I ran it.
He acknowledges the constant challenge of maintaining a stable, loving environment. He is quick to credit his wife, Usha, but also offers a deep reflection on modern masculinity.
And I think that the best advice I can give is just try as much as you can just to be the kind of husband and father that you want to be, and that's a decent bit of advice. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's funny in our marriage. Like the stereotypical thing is that women are more emotional and men are less emotional. That's probably the opposite in our marriage. Usha's definitely like super stoic, and I'm the one who gets fired up about things. And so, you know, there's sometimes this attitude of, well, I'm not going to be who I am because that doesn't fit into the right mold. And I think, again, you just got to be who you are. And the last thing I'd say is, look, I've been married for 11 years, going on 12. We have a very happy marriage. I've been very lucky in the person that God put me with. But we just try to talk about everything. Like, we are super brutally honest about things. Like, I see friends of mine and they've been like in a slow burning cold war with their spouse because they're pissed off about something they haven't talked about it in 4 days. If Usha and I are mad about something, we talk about it like 3 minutes later, and that communication has been very good for us.
In the demanding spotlight, their marriage is grounded in the same foundational commitments they champion domestically. The legacy Vance is building is complex, blending the ambition of American politics with the love and grace of two distinct cultural worlds. He and Usha are raising children confident in both their American roots and their dual heritage, embracing the intersection of his Catholic faith and her Hindu background. Ultimately, the most powerful tool a father has is not policy or power, but the ability to bring joy, even if it's slightly cringeworthy.
What's your best dad joke?
I have a few. So this is from Pulp Fiction, and my kids love this because they kind of get it. Mama Tomato, Papa Tomato, and Baby Tomato were taking a walk one day, and Baby Tomato started lagging behind, so Papa Tomato got kind of angry, went back and squished him and said, "Ketchup." Not bad, right?
That was good.
J.D. Vance's journey is one of relentless upward drive, fueled by a simple redemption. The choice to be the rock-solid father his children will never have to look for. His greatest title is dad, and his most enduring success is measured in the laughter and stability of the family he fights to protect.